You gone too far this time, you camel-man and tunic-wearing mollycoddle! You gone too far this time, you camel-man and tunic-wearing mollycoddle!
On that super lovely note, I will start. Hi, it's me. I'm back. Hello. Hi there.
You gone too far this time, you camel-man and tunic-wearing mollycoddle!
That is the best sound alert. You're absolutely right. Am I too quiet? It looks like I'm quiet. So I'm trying to sort of adjust my microphone just in case, but I can't tell. I can't tell if I am. Maybe if I have it like, you are quite quiet. Maybe if I have it like right here, and I'm like, hi everyone, hi there, welcome to my Thief stream. I'm going to be streaming the game Thief. I'm not going to do that, but I'll just turn the gain up. It's weird this. Oh wait, no. Maybe that'll be better. Maybe. It doesn't seem to be getting any louder. I can't tell. I'm trying to sort of angle my head in such a way. Could you make that sound alert louder? Possibly. Give me 2 seconds. Let me. It's been. This is a weird thing. Like, it's been ages since I've streamed. I've not changed anything in that time, really. Maybe that'll. I've just ramped the gain right up, and it's barely done anything. Hello, am I louder? Fucking ridiculous. This. I'm not louder. Bloody hell. What's going on? What's going on? Just this is what happens. This is what happens whenever I try and do anything. It all goes wrong. It all goes totally wrong. It's just wrong. 1 second. Let me fix this. This is a good start. This is the start I was hoping for. I've just like unlinked it and then relinked it, but it doesn't seem to have done anything. So I'm gonna try and manually. Might sound horrible for a moment. Manually turn it up. It seems to be like seriously limiting the sounds. It's got like some sort of limiter coming on. Maybe it's that. I think that might have been it. Is that better? Yeah, that looks like it's much better. I think it had a noise gate. I think the noise gate was set too high. It could be the limiter. But please let me know if that's any better now. But I will turn off the limiter as well, just in case. Hello. Hi. Sorry everyone. I will say hello to people shortly. That does seem to have sort of fixed it. Please let me know. But in the meantime, I will say hello Potato. Hello Rex, thank you for the lurk. Hello Danger, welcome in. Hello Virtual Bread, good to see you. Hello Lilimo, of course. And hello Mora. How's it going? Limiter, yes, perhaps. I wonder what's going on. Wait, hang on. Maybe if I do this, is that better? That should be better. Yeah, I will be above the game audio. That might actually be too loud now. I will be louder than the game audio, as a sort of definite. I think I'll go to like that. I think that'll do. And hello Nicole, welcome in. Thank you for the lurk. Hope you're okay. We have a cat in the flat. There is a cat in the flat. Why would Limmy be raging? I'm trying. I'm fixing. This is the best I can do. That's better. Okay. Okay. We'll leave it at that. You know me. I will spend the entire first 20 minutes. I will spend the first 20 minutes just pissing about with audio. I think your streams in general should be way louder. People can always turn you down, but you can't turn them up. That's fair enough, yeah. I agree with that as well. But I don't like to be too loud because I worry that it'll sort of hit the top end and I'll just sound distorted, you know. But we're here anyway. I'll be honest, I was a little bit anxious today after I hit go live. Usually people talk about how they hit go live and then no, people talk about how they're too anxious to hit go live. But today I was very anxious after I hit go live. Jivers, welcome in. How's it going? You've come in at the perfect time for me to talk about how I'm very anxious right now. No, it's fine. Thank you very much for the raid, Jivers. Lovely to have you in. How was Stardew Valley today? How's your perfectionism in farming going? I was lurking as you might have seen early on in the stream, and I quite. Ooh. And hello to everyone else. Hello X-Radis, good to see you. Hello Marty, how's it going? I do enjoy the sort of chilled out vibes of Stardew. Although I'm not the biggest fan of sort of watching the game, but I like having it on, you know. So that's why you'll see me lurking for a lot of that. But yes, we've got Thief 2 on the go. But thank you again, Jivers. Thank you for coming in. Anyone not following Jivers, give him a follow. Great streamer, one of my faves. Potato did a mod. Yeah, Potato's on the ball. Potato, you're supposed to be studying. What are you doing? But yeah, today I was a little bit anxious about after hitting go live today because I just suddenly got this feeling in my stomach of, oh god, it's been ages since I've been on and sort of talked on stream. How do you do that again? But but it's okay. I feel okay now. I feel fine. I feel all right. Um, at least you didn't have to delete the VOD. What have you done? Have you deleted a VOD? Adam, thank you very much for the shout out to Potato and welcome in and happy birthday. Can I please get a happy Xradus? Thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Can I please get a happy birthday from everyone in chat to Adamification? I will do it first. There you go. There's me first. Did a backwards game thing and a word came out to you. Oh no. Was it like intentional from the requester or was it just accidental? But that's a big sad. Thank you everyone. And hello Total, welcome in. Look at that. That's lovely. Accidental. Well, that's fair enough. But yeah, that is always the fear. And I sometimes get a little bit anxious when you do a backwards game and I sort of see you saying it and I'm sat there thinking to myself, what is this going to come out like? For anyone that doesn't know, Jivers has like a redemption where he will say a word backwards. No, he won't. He'll say a word, play it backwards, try and emulate it, record himself saying the backwards word, and then play it forwards so that it's essentially playing him speaking backwards but forwards to see how close he can get it. It's a very good segment. You've already spoiled me today, but again, thank you all. No, thank you for gracing us with a very fortunate birthday stream. But yeah, welcome in everyone. How's it going? Today we're playing. So I wasn't sure what to play today. I was sort of unsure, but I thought Thief is nice and easy to play. And I was thinking, do I play Thief in Expert like I'm going to be doing? I'll probably just continue that off stream there. Or shall I play a fan mission? And then it came to what fan mission? And I've decided to play a lot of anyone who is familiar with Thief fan missions and has played them will be familiar probably with Thief 2 X Shadows of the Metal Age, which is essentially a campaign that takes place between Thief 1 and Thief 2. And it's all fan made. And apparently this is like one of the best. This is like one of the most complete and well-made, well-crafted fan missions or fan campaigns out there. So I'm very excited. I've been putting this one off for a while because it's big, basically, and I was a bit intimidated by it, but I'm ready now. I'm ready. I thought this is my sort of grand return to streaming. Maybe that's time. Are they sexy shadows? I'm not sure about that, Danger. You'll be the judge of that. In the eye of the beholder and all that, you know. SZA's got a new song out. I'll be checking that out. But yeah, probably a bit of an odd one to have as a wife. I should state, in case anyone clips that, I'm responding to something that Potato put in chat. I'm not just saying someone would be a weird wife. Forget it. It's a very good campaign. You'll have hours of fun with it. I am excited. And also, Jelith, who is occasionally, well, frequently in this chat, I should say, she raised the point the other day that in none of the Thief gameplay I've played so far, I've always been playing as Garrett or as a man. No, I don't want you to clip that, Mora. I don't. But you're always playing as a man. In Thief Shadows of the Metal Age, you actually play as a woman called Zaya, I believe, which is interesting and very exciting. So it'll be neat to play as someone who doesn't just talk like, I'm gonna steal this precious gem. Instead, they'll be a woman. Twitch staff are already on the way. Well, nothing I can do about that now. At least it's not the Frankie and Benny's staff. Hello, Paul Sod. Welcome in. How's it going? I'm okay, thank you. How are you? But yeah, one more time I will say welcome in, everyone, before I stop saying that, because it's one thing. Everybody feels welcome now, I hope, and I don't have to say that anymore. But yeah, we'll get into it. We'll get into it. I won't delay you too long. I won't take up too much of your night. So again, It's in the title, as you can see. Thief 2X, Shadows of the Metal Age. It's quite loud, that, isn't it? No, it's alright, actually, isn't it? Going okay, still trapped in Pokemon, the nostalgia is hitting hard. Nicolo's been, or Nick P, I should say, in chat has been going at the Pokemon. She's loving it. And I quite enjoy watching it, particularly because it has that Pokemon called Quagsire in it, who I love with all my heart. New game. The audio is kind of weird. Do you know what? I'm going to go straight into Expert here. I've been playing a lot of Thief on Expert recently. I want to go right into the Expert difficulty. Because you're only getting like half a... Bloody hell, that's loud, isn't it? The great man learns from sorrow, the lesser man learns from fear. To learn is to live, and for all there is one great truth. Well, she's doing a mixture of Pokemon and Animal Crossing. Oh, look at that. I've got a little pronoun reminder. That's neat, that. Because I like the pronoun. I like the pronoun extension.
This day has finally arrived, and I'll get to set sail on my own, with my own ship. I fought for this opportunity for so long, and now I can barely
so is Egypt
believe
canon
this day is here.
in the Thief universe?
I feel like a little child, filled with uncontrollable excitement. It'll be a long journey, and I'll miss my family, I know. But I've got to do this. I have to prove my worth, not just to my family, but to myself. I'll be shipping some goods to a large city for trade. I've never been there before.
The fan mod precursors are real, and they have some Middle Eastern vibe. Right, okay.
At least I won't have to be there
I guess because
alone.
it's a fan mission.
My cousin, Kadar, has been trading in the city for a while, and I have some cargo for him. We used to play together when we were kids. I haven't seen him in so long, but he wants me to visit his new shop. I've missed Kadar. I look forward to this challenge, and I know that whatever may lay ahead, Linjala will watch over me.
They've done well to replicate the art of the
even with the dangerous waters and approaching storms.
I've just realised that normally I increase the brightness a little bit on my monitor when I play this because it's just a dark game, innit? And my eyes aren't the best. So it helps to be able to see. Sir, search the dock area for your cousin Kadar. We're straight into it. We're straight into it. Oh! Is it too loud?
Don't you worry about it.
It looks way too loud when I look at the thing. So I'm just going to turn it down a tiny bit. Not loads, because...
Take care of your cargo until you get back.
That looks better to me. Let's get a save going. Still think you should crank your mic up. I'll turn it up a little bit then. Turn it up a little bit. Let me whack on the game a little bit. The game? The gain. Like I say, it's just weird because like it feels like with streaming, like your settings seem to just change themselves at times. Is that better or still louder? That looks like it's hitting the sort of top end now. Can't hear me over the game, right? Okay, so it's definitely too quiet. That's better. Okay, we'll stick with that in that case, and we'll get straight into it. That looks like it's doing better in terms of volume over the game. You did redeem the stream spot. I'm sorry, and also Adam requested a battery check.
Battery 40%.
And we're at 40%. And also today's stream sponsor is this mug that I got from Morrison's, and it has the number 0 on it. Because I'm humble, and I don't consider myself number 1. I consider myself 0. There's no ego in this room. It's all just self-awareness and humility, and that's why I have a 0 mug. 0 comes before 1 in programming, but it means off. Zero rhymes with hero. Well, there's no correlation. Nothing. Thank you for redeeming the stream sponsor, though. Zero means first in program. Well, there you go. There you go. But it doesn't here. It doesn't here today. It means the opposite of hero. 'Cause that's what I am. Ever humble. I like the little light sensor at the bottom. It looks neat. There's even different footstep sounds. That's neat. In fact, I'm gonna turn up the. Sorry, everyone. This is awful stream etiquette so far. I have a filter that I put on when I play Thief, that also brightens the game for you guys as well, because just makes it a bit easier to see. So I'm going to enable that. So yeah, from what I understand, this takes place after the events of Thief Gold, or Thief the Dark Project, the first game. Hello Vortex, welcome in. How's it going? Rebrand to Big N0S and Huff Balloons on stream. Do you know what? Healing oil. I was thinking the other day about how, like, when I eventually am lucky enough, if I am, to be able to secure the name Nostromo from the dormant account, will it just confuse everyone to the point where I'll suffer from it? I'll suffer from success. You know? It's going good. Realised I was lurking and hadn't said anything. That's alright. Who was it the other day? Was it maybe Gangrene's chat? Where... Or it might have been Adam's. Where we were talking about how... no, I think it was actually Danger. I've gone through... Kick-Ass! Welcome in. Thank you very much for the raid. Oh, shit. Hello. Welcome in. Hi. Hello. Hello, Charlton.
There you are. Hey, I was just up...
Be quiet, you two. Charlton, welcome in. Vex, welcome in. Kick-Ass, thank you very much. And thank you for all the happy birthdays, despite it not being my birthday. Please feel free to wish Adam a happy birthday, as it is actually Adam's birthday. But I appreciate it's all a big joke, isn't it? It's all a funny joke. I understand. But yeah, welcome in. Thank you very much for the raid. How was your stream? How was the DBD? How are the games? And happy birthday to you all too. I should say. But yeah, welcome in. How's it going? Had a lovely stream until I found out I didn't wish Adam a happy birthday, and you've continued not to. Instead, you've sort of doubled down on it, and you've wished me happy birthday, which I get. You can say it was all intentional now. It was all part of some big joke, but really, you did mean it. Kick-Ass got mad at all of us for being born today. It was great. Well,
You're early.
I don't know what to say to that actually. You wished him a happy birthday. That's good. We're playing Thief 2, which is a game I never play on stream. We're playing a modded campaign, or a campaign mod. Hello Jelith, welcome in. Playing a modded campaign that takes place between Thief 1 and Thief 2. That's it, yeah. And we've just started.
I've missed you too, Sayer.
I just go by Zaya now. I'm not a kid anymore.
I'm not a kid anymore.
Get back to my shop. I think you're really gonna like the city, Zaya. It's full of promise. You'll see.
I
There we go.
can't wait to see.
So this is our brother, I believe. No, it's our cousin Kadar, who we've come to hang out with, I guess. There's a map. Little notice board. I sadly cannot read any of that, but you know, that is that. Yes, my brother cousin Kadar. Kickats, it's okay. You don't have to apologise. Enjoy your food, and thank you for the raid. And I'm glad you had a good stream. And hello, Monologued. How's it going? Feel quite hungry for Kickats. I bet you can barely even hear that over this. I couldn't hear it. I think I need to turn up the I feel quite hungry alert.
Here, but the city doesn't look as dangerous as I've heard. These streets are deserted.
Hello to all the new chatters, by the way. I missed. I wasn't able to say hello to you all individually because the chat sort of scrolled up.
I wouldn't go out by yourself.
But hello.
Place for a stranger, especially at a time like this.
Just got back from teaching. Glad to see you streaming. Yes, thank you. I'm glad to have you in Monologued. This is nice. I'm not really paying attention to what they're saying, which is unfortunate, but it's the prologue. Poor sod, it's great to have you in here for the first time. Yes, we've got little birds,
Tell me all about your trip when we get
little swans and kestrels in chat.
I sure hope this weather lets up soon.
Yeah, this is horrible. I mean, it looks nice, but the weather's horrible. Well-spoken and northern a Geordie. Oh. What do you think is in that red box?
The shop's not too far from here.
Where are we going? Back to his shop. Since it's raining, make sure you stay close to him. We don't have an umbrella, so...
I can't remember the last time the morning looked this dark.
What does that even mean? What do you mean, what does that even mean?
Where we are right now, I had a friend tell me
The
he
bird
saw a
drawing.
ghost. Really? Would you believe it? Some of the old buildings over there are supposed to be haunted.
Staying close to him because it's raining. I don't know. I don't know what that means.
Hey, why are the day gates closed? What's going on here?
Oh, look at this. A thief.
Oh! Shit! Oh shit!
Let's see how you...
Oh! Ian, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the... Fucking hell. It's all happening. Ian, thank you very much for the 6 months. 6 months of this shite. Bada bing, bada boom, you fucking taffer. Thank you very much, Ian. Super generous. Welcome in. I'm safe in here. Yeah. They did. They proper just did him in. My cousin.
This isn't such a good idea.
No, this is a great idea. My cousin, Hedda.
I'm not going in there. Are you crazy?
Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? Stealing stuff. Mora, for fuck's sake.
I'm not going in there. And anyone who does is crazy.
Do you steal stuff in the vet? Right, I see. Are you taking a shit right now? In the tall grass? So we're in some sort of haunted house. We've escaped the thugs after our... Ugh. God, Thief fan mission creators absolutely love peepholes. So we're in our cousin Kadar has sadly perished at the hands of thieves. Oh. And I think this is the only horror mansion I ever played in Thief, but there's loads of them. I think like every mansion in Thief is haunted in some way. Unless you're joking, in which case I am a fool. Made a big fool of myself. Too anxious. Well, sort of same. I used to be like that, but I've been pushing myself recently. Is that the thugs laughing, or is it some sort of... No, I think it's a ghost. Has anyone ever had a bug with Hag where you can't place traps? I've had it with Trapper loads of times. It's a Beyblade! Let rip! There we go, unlocked. You know what's up. There's a lot to see in this place. It's very big. Like I don't know where to check first, you know. It's down here. Oh, is this just this?
The knowledge depository will help you open this door. Search well.
Thank you, whoever you are. I like the compass. The knowledge depository. That was incredibly loud. You're on the final mission in Thief 2. Oh, that mission. Good luck. I hope you complete it faster than I did. There was a ghost. I didn't even respond to it. I didn't even jump. Oh, you quit out, right? Okay. I opened a book. Fairy lyrics from the unknown adventurer. She that pinches country wenches, if they rub not clean their benches, and with sharper nails remembers, when they rake not up their embers. Oh, bloody hell. But wist I of a woman bold, who thrice my brows does sign, I might regain my mortal mould, as fair a form as thine. I'm butchering this. At morning and at evening, both you merry were and glad. So a little care of sleep and sloth these pretty ladies had. Fred Durst. I could read it in the style of Fred Durst. When Tom came home from labour, assisted milk him rose. They merrily went their tabor, and nimbly went their toes. His belt was made of myrtle leaves, plated in small curious thieves, beset with amber cowslip studs, and fringed about with daisy buds. Shit. There's a cat actually through there. We've got a cat here. And I probably just scared shit out of it. Oh, I'm sorry, Lelamo. You did cause that. That is your fault. Spells for fixing things how you want them to be. For a person who has a lot of greed in him, I have just the thing. 1. Obtain a lock of hair of the person and place it in a purple silken bag. Get a bit of goat's milk. Find a piece of paper and a pen. Put the milk into the bag and leave it to sit for 3 days. Should stink like Burrick's last meal, and the milk will have dried up. Write on the note, "Don't be greedy, you ugly old cur," and tie this to the back. Does that mean that Burricks, which are like the sort of dinosaur-looking enemies, does that mean that they're like domesticated, or they can be domesticated? A battery check.
Battery 40%.
40%. Burricks are friends, I agree. Don't be greedy, you ugly old cur, and tie this to the bag. Drop the bag in front of the offender's house. He will pick it up and be afeard of the bag with his own hair that he will stop being greedy. Here is one to make them friends and influence them. Obtain 1 bright green frog. Purchase the most wonderful influencing powder from me for 12 gold pieces. I will give you the rest of the spell once you have purchased the powder. Right, okay. Ramirez has pet Burricks in Thief Gold. Well, they are, but they're not, like, domesticated, are they? They're kept in, like, cages. And if you release them, they attack you, I think. Have I missed a message? What we playing? Oh, what we playing here, boy? Is this another Fab Fan mod? It is, so this is a full campaign taking place between Thief 1 and Thief 2. I like the way the book's open. I'm not reading all that, I'm afraid. That's a book for the replay. Oh! No, that's quite a underused trope, I think. Ooh. I like this. This is neat. Gangrene, thank you very much for the sub. Front row seats for Nostromo's comeback tour. They're all yours. Thank you very much for the 3 months. Enjoy your kestrel and the emotes. There's a new emote, by the way. We've got a guard emote, which may become a follower emote. Bear in mind, I'm waiting to actually get follower emotes. Thief have deemed me unworthy of follower emotes so far, but you know, it'll come. I've got a fruit. There you go. There's them guard emotes in chat. But Gangrene, thank you again. Can we have the gay dog emote? Maybe. Yeah, I suppose it could be a follow emote. I don't know if I want it as my whole emote though. Damn. I can't get out of this place. I can't understand how this door can be closed so fast by the wind, while I barely opened it in half an hour. And those horrible sounds and steps, they're getting closer every minute. Who or what can live in such a place? Tinker used to warn me about something strange here. I should have listened to him. Oh, my candle is almost burned out. Soon I'll face the darkness. Whatever it is coming, I'll be not an easy opponent. It's like Yoda. Why are twins players such bad people? Because the killer does encourage it. Tinker. Read the next letter and messages from Fred Durst. I can't. Lelamo shouted at me. And it made me embarrassed. I've been in here. So we need to find the knowledge room. You just want Adept Guy Fieri. You know what? I like the Guy Fieri survivor. I'm gonna level him up when I eventually start playing that game again. Are these like pressure points? No, they're just plinths. Is it a plinth? Is that the right word? Lelamo shouts at me too all the time. I don't let it stop me. I do. Flavortown DBD map. Do you know what would be great? A map that was the kitchen area from Jurassic Park. Do you know where they like run away from the velociraptors? That's what you need. Or just like the whole Jurassic Park Institute, like the entrance hall. But that room would be like, I mean, that room would be a nightmare to play killer in, unless you were like Huntress or I don't know, the artist. Velociraptor killer when plays the dinosaurs running from Chris Pratt. Yes, I've got the basement key. I ain't even found the basement door yet. That's like glowing and it looks cool. What is that on it? There's like a little face. Watching while walking the dog. Been holding a bag of shit for 20 minutes as I haven't found a bin. I respect that though. Don't lob it. See, I respect what you're doing, Gangrene. I don't respect Ian. Whole life has been spent running from Chris Pratt. Yeah. Yeah, that is an experience I think we can all sort of come together on. It's actually lawful. I don't think it is. I do remember there being a locked door earlier, you know. Was it around here? Yep. There we go. Oh, there's an ominous green glow. It's fine, it's just a mushroom. And some fish boxes. Come Together is the first track on 1969 album Abbey Road by the Beatles. Thank you, Lelima. Lob it in your breakfast, that's the spirit. Ooh.
Haste will lead to death, while attention will serve the best.
Don't think I asked.
He ignored the path that is straight as the falling death. Then he chose right most, though not right he was.
Who are you?
She's talking to the rat.
Helping me.
Rest in peace to the rat. Oh! Was I being daft there, or... Oh my god, I'm dying. Gangrene. Bloody hell. Ah! There's a skeleton down here. I probably don't want to be going down those.
You've gone too far this time!
You have gone too far this time.
Wedding mollycoddle!
I couldn't agree more. Can't be certain, but I think they're following me. They're always following me. They're always following me. I had the guards expand this basement, but I don't trust them. Not one whit. I think they want my money. They see this great big mansion and they want a part of it. Kendall took a bit of stone with him yesterday. I'm certain of it. I don't like that now. It's grievous waiting like this. I hired more men to dig out the basement, and we made a discovery, the caves. I'd heard about them, but I didn't even pause for that. But I had no idea that we're this close to the house. This is perfect. What is also perfect is that they have no idea what they're digging out. None. I have begun to fill in a trap here and there. I haven't set them yet. I don't even know what I'm reading here. Won't want to kill the workers, no. Yes, is this the backstory of Trapper? Hello, Mattress of Gravy. Welcome in. It's so perfect. I think I shall weep. My wife knows about this, but she is so caught up in primpery that she cannot comprehend the magnitude of it. And now the caves, so beautiful. Yes, I do like the caves. They are like the womb, perfectly warm and giving. Not like my wife, who is cold and take it. Look, man. People you can talk to about that stuff. My task is almost complete. One of the workers fell into a trap today. I did warn him. Oh, we saw him. Yes, I did. Maybe I didn't, though. Oh well, that's one less worker I have to pay. They all want my money. Yes, they do. Only 3 workers have remained to work. Why is that? Don't they trust me? Don't they like me? They don't like me. I don't like him either. They don't like me. They don't like me. Well, I don't like them either. Oh. They keep watching me. They think I'll snap. Well, I haven't snapped yet, so why would I now? Tomorrow is the last day for working. The guards and digger servants will finish setting things up, and then I shall begin to finish my own tasks, which are the traps. Ha! My wife questioned me today. I think she's a little bit scary. No, I don't like her at all. She watches me all the time now, staring with those big cow eyes of hers. Cows have lovely eyes. She used to be by my side, but now she primps and primps. I heard a guard speak about her rudely. He's in a trap now. I think he's still alive. I can't be certain. I don't want to look. Yes, I do. I'll go look. At last, at last, at last. Now my wife... This is very modernist, this like sort of flow of consciousness. Now my wife and the guards and the servants and the children and the gardener and the cook and the stable boy and the visitors will all have to find me back here. They will have to get through my traps, which are really my soul. If they can know my soul, then they shall traverse... Now they can't stare at me. Now what's that sound? Ah, one more. Quiet screams, really from this far away. I guess the first trap got him. I do not care how I get food. I will make the servants bring it anyway. If they know I'm here, maybe they don't. I don't care, because they can't stare at me all the time.
Are you mugging me off?
Snap, 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 squeak, squeak, squeak. Thank you, Ian. Was the diary entry getting randy? No, he was just on about how his caves were warm like the womb and his wife was cold. Very, what a loser. That's all I gotta say about this. So is this a trap? No. Is that why the rat died? I hope not. I hope the rat just, died peacefully.
Wood will provide the safe passage.
Yeah. Oh, I have been getting real jumpy while playing this game.
Careful! Search the secret to remove the danger.
Maybe it's back here. Over there. Oh, there is a door there. Is that a door? Doesn't want to be open. Can't wait to go to sleep. I'm sorry I'm having that effect on you, Lelima. Oh no, this is just back here. This looks like a door. Oh, in fact, is this the door? No. Maybe it's just the texture changing. Where's this secret then? Can't be doing that. Can I jump it? No. Oh! I like that loading screen. That's neat. Oh. How did I miss that? Oh. Right, so I'm guessing I have to go through there. But to go through there, it's got some sort of corridor. I'm just wondering, is maybe the entrance down here? No, it can't be. Oh! This honestly isn't directed at you, Lelimo, but do you remember the XFM bit where he's like, I feel quite tired, and Ricky is like, that's the sort of thing you say, and no one, not even your family, is interested. And he's saying it on the radio. Saying it in my Twitch chat. I would aim that at Lelima. We were safe. We've gotten through safely.
Patience, young girl.
It's Navi.
Do not let your quickness and your youth guide you.
Excuse me? Oh! So, that is a horrible sound. That is a really horrible sound. Oh, it's laying me a path. Oh! We have to be patient. Excuse me. Oh, thank you. Hey, listen. Are you flirting? We're actually, oh, that is ear piercing. Oh, we're actually sort of on this magical path laid for us by this very friendly thing. This is making me so excited for the new Harry Potter game. It's a magical adventure, this. Usual stuff, exactly. Aha, I don't even need you. I don't even need you, dude.
Suppress your pride. Kneel by the Guardians.
Bloody hell. Look like a room in the Crystal Maze. It's got like proper sort of 90s game show presenter voice and everything. There's a cat.
Guess who woke up?
There's a cat. Oh, have I woken up the cat?
No, I did.
Oh. The cat has arrived.
He was waiting outside the bathroom with his yeti finger.
Oh.
Hi, everyone.
We're looking after a cat for the weekend. Called Mabel. But the cat is a boy. Oh.
There you go. Little angel.
He is very shaggy.
So soft.
So I'll do like what Limmy does where... Can you hear him purring? Probably not. Nope. He's off.
Come on then, baby.
It's like a gangrene stream. Bye-bye. I'm not sure if you just got like an image of the cat's butt as it was jumping away. But yeah, that was nice. Lovely cat. And hello Jack, by the way. Just seen you pop up there. That is a wee taffer. Oh. It feels like it's been so long since I've spent time with a cat. Since my cat at home I very rarely see. Little Alfie. He is the greatest cat in the world. He's wonderful. Ah! Why can't I climb out? I'm just immediately being chucked off this rope after. There we go. Just went to Google Alfie to look at pictures of him before realising my folly. So you thought Alfie was some sort of celebrity. You could just Google him. Would you rather be a cat or a dog? Probably a cat. Like, you've generally got it easier, haven't you? 30 minutes and you're still holding your bag of shite. Oh. Oh my god. That is loud. I might have to just turn down the volume a tiny bit more. Yeah, I think that's probably better. Hair is huge and poofy, like a televangelist's wife. Oh, this is neat music. That one bit. Hiya. You alright?
I am Malik. You are in trouble, yes? You come here to seek safe harbor.
Thank you. I don't know what to say.
Say nothing of thanks, but sit a while and tell me of your woes.
I am eating cheese. We did it. Having Thai for tea. I was never the biggest fan of the Thai food I've eaten. Steal the cheese. No, it was delicious. Look at this little 3D rendered cutscene. What?
I don't understand, Malik. How can all of this help me? I just want to know who killed Kadar, and then get my ship and cargo back so I can go home.
3D rendered cutscene. This is a fan mission.
It isn't so simple as that, Saya. You will never again feel whole if you do not obtain vengeance for what was done to you and your cousin.
But it just doesn't seem quite right. I'm not a murderer or a thief. I can't just walk into a place and take information.
You'll learn how. I will teach you. Have you never killed a man?
Well, once. But it was a pirate trying to sneak off with our family's ship. He deserved his fate.
As your cousin's murderers deserve theirs. This is an unclean city, Zaya. The wicked and venomous thrive here, and you are but one in a line of many.
It is not Jelith, I'm afraid. I mean, maybe it will be.
Revenge. Yes. But isn't there a simpler way?
There is no other way. Your cousin is dead. You cannot go home, and even if you could, you would shame your family by not.
Yeah, that was. First jump scare of the game.
If you want to live with that burden, then it is yours. I cannot force you to take the revenge that belongs to you and you alone.
Yes, I'll do it. I will take revenge. I promise you that, Kadar.
Let's get him!
I won't leave until I have it. I'll do whatever I have to.
Oh yeah, that's mad.
Dead.
What's your favourite type of bean? I think we were talking about this the other night. I'm a baked bean type of guy. The humble baked bean. But I quite like a lot of beans. I'm a big fan of chili. I realise that's only one. Green beans are pretty good. Some really good, like, cutscene work. Bean wraps. You know what? I can go for a bean wrap. Like a sort of burrito. Black beans I like. I'm a big fan of black beans. Nak, I like to think that
Skills one can learn in a year.
upon me saying that I was into bean wraps, you were like, yep, pass the test. Follow. Thank you for the follow. Jelly beans. Never a big fan of jelly beans.
Just in case I need
Unfollow.
myself. Malik says since I've been training hard.
No, thank you for being here.
He's decided to give me a little test.
Yeah, he's good in this.
I'm supposed to sneak into a local museum that Malik says is relatively easy to get into.
I was talking the other night about how
aid in my quest. Malik,
Kidney beans are odd because
and selling high-priced
the idea
items
of them
is even
makes me
more
uncomfortable, but they are nice.
It's just as well.
And when I say the idea, I just mean they're called kidney
My
beans, and
main
that's
target
weird.
is this book. Apparently, it's a fairly old book, which has a large deal of notes on the city buildings of its time. He didn't explain it much. He just said it was ideal.
Jelly beans when the first Harry Potter movie came out. I probably had a couple of
He'll
those.
explain more later. I have no reason not to trust him on this.
I have no reason not to trust him on this. You've just gone through his little maze of traps where he's killed off his workers. He lives in the basement tunnels of a haunted mansion with ghosts, and he's sort of looking at you while you're holding a bow and arrow like... I think I read that kidney beans have to be steeped for ages in order to make them edible, otherwise they're mildly poisonous. Is that true, Big Nostromo? Yes. Yes, it is. Your first test will be to break into the museum itself. Malik says your best bet will probably be to try and find a way up to the east balcony. Malik wants you to find and steal an old tome recovered from the old quarter. It'll probably be somewhere on display out in the open. There's no easy way around it. Vengeance costs money. There are enough relics and smaller pieces of art to steal 750 worth of loot. Once you have the book, escape the museum. Let's do it. Bloody hell, it's bassy. It's some bassy music, that. I got a healing oil. So what equipment have we got? We've got a knockout hammer. Bloody hell, a hammer! You could kill someone with that. We've got, oh nice, we've got like a sort of saber. It is manhunt. We've got regular arrows, we've got nice looking water arrows, we've got moss arrows, very nice. You know how much I like my moss arrows, and we've got vine arrows too. Very good. Maxwell's knockout hammer. What are you referencing there, Lal? Are we gonna hop down here then? What's the plan here? Oops! How are you not just dead after that? Let's try this again. Try this again. It's our first gameplay encounter. Why? I don't get why they've done as sort of like Met Police. I've done it again. There we go. Yeah, it's like proper sort of... Looks like a Yorkshire Bobby. If his hat was a little bit taller, be like iconic Yorkshire Moors police officer from like Heartbeat or something. God, that is very loud, isn't it? Please let me know if the game is too loud still, because you look like a Yorkshire Bobby. I accidentally whacked the pillar. This has been a rough start. I can't pretend that it hasn't been. I need new eyes or something.
Just my mind.
A hammer. Oh, it just feels so brutal. Look, there's even a new icon for when you're picking someone up. That's nice, that. That's a nice little HD icon. Did they have a key on them or something? No. What we got round here? Can I not get out that? Oh! That seems like something I should be able to get up. Maybe not. Maybe not. Right. Oh! Oh! There we go. Oh, there's a sort of grate up there we can use. Ah, so that'll get us in there. I just want to check what's going on up here. Actually, will I be able to use a vine arrow? Look at that bird! Nice. Characters exert in themselves. Yeah! Get me knackered. Oh. Well. The Bowie... I think I'm like scaring someone when I'm hitting that. Oh, I don't even think I needed to use that. Yeah, I didn't. I think I could hear someone like screaming. Let's have a look through it, shall we? Tastes fine to me. It's not the easiest to read this.
It's not been anything.
You had an unfinished musing about your name before the raid. I did, I was saying something. Changing my name. Well, I think I was just saying that I was worried people would be confused. I thought there was more to it. They're not deaths. We're not killing anyone. These are very gentle taps with the hammer. Kit-Kat's raided, yeah. And I can't remember what it was. I was saying. Yeah, maybe it'll come back to me. Right, that'll do. Yeah, people would be very confused. Exactly. So that was my brief comedy segment of the stream.
Okay, chamber. Don't know what they're mad about.
I'm in.
Got it.
Oh. Well, we can't get through there. We can't actually get through it then, because my lockpick doesn't work on it apparently.
Yo, what was that over there?
Yo! Yo, what was that over there? Hello, Cressup. How's it going? I already love the voice work in this. It's too good. Bro, was that a tapper I just saw?
And make certain that the third painting is straight. It's always crooked. Every time I walk by, it's crooked.
Yogi Bear Ghost Metal Itch.
The most important museum in the city, and I have a crooked painting.
Oh, now you're all mine.
No, you're all mine.
Certain that the third painting is
I don't think we're going to be able to go that way.
Every time I walk by, it's crooked. How is it possible that I have the most important museum in the city, and I have a crooked painting?
I don't know which way I'm going to be able to go here. Because that guard's looking there.
Yes. I'll be setting up the new display around the dragon statue, now that I've finally had the head reattached.
If I sort of just...
Space is cleared.
He looks a little too big to pick up.
What? Who, him? That Jerry Seinfeld complaining about the painting. He was having a right little chin wag down there.
I don't know what everybody's complaining about. I like rat.
I like rat too. As in looking at rats, not eating it.
Okay, what's going
There we go. We'll get him to come investigate. Why is like Patrick Star been hired as a guard? So we want him to come over here.
Must not have been any.
Let's head back down there and loot it. Start of Illmatic, where they quote from Wildstar, where he goes, "Stop fucking around and be a man. Stop taffing around." I honestly don't feel like I'm bonking anyone with this hammer. I feel like I'm just murdering. Hello. Bit of that. Bit of that. Bit of that. Bit of that. It is grievous bodily harm, 100%. Is that a statue or is that a person? It's a statue. Weird. Like, that sounded like I'd killed him. Oh yeah. Sounded like a murder had taken place. I don't like stealing stuff, actually, Mara. I hate it. I hate taking things. Forgot about that, sorry. I actually despise it. I resented having to do that. Nope. You like Trap too? Please only keep out. Let's get in there. And quickly, because... Oh shit. Oh shit. Is someone coming this way, or...? Got news, you really are knackered. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Have you considered not being knackered?
Ah! She's behind me!
What? No! This cannot be.
That was almost perfectly timed with me running into that person and dobbing him in. Bit of that. Is this like the front door? Or... No, I guess not. But this place is huge. Oh, we're here. Right, okay. That's the room we started in. Oh. Can I chop these down? Look at that!
That's the Uwara statue. That's one of the artifacts I brought. I really need to find out more about what's going on here.
What? Still the sacred old quote of term that Malik wants. Oh, the curator must know where the museum purchased the Uwara statue. Breaking into his office and having a look around, so... Okay. Artifacts recovered from the old quarter. I will sadly have to steal those.
Hey, who are you?
Little log, but there, you ready? Ow! We're gonna have to reload. We're gonna have to reload, sadly. It pains me. Oh, it pains me.
That's the Uwara statue. That's one of the artifacts I brought. I really need to find out more about what's going on.
What was that saying? New basement security system thou hath installed is influenced by blasphemous mechanist technology. I hear rumours that thou hast been inquiring about these heretical security cameras. I pray tell that these rumours are not true, lest we may be inclined to perform a full investigation into thy museum. Okay.
What's going on here?
Hammers are not happy. Your museum is a sham. The utter filth and inconceivable perversion that fills the fetid halls of your museum should be removed and the whole place turned into a factory or some other thing of use. Your trickster painting even shows him in the nude. This is vile, reprehensible, and wholly inappropriate. Not only that, but most of the paintings are frightening to behold. I do not say this merely because you turned down my own painting, Flowering Flower in Moonlight. I say this to warn you of the young minds you are corrupting with your art. Think twice before accepting any more of these crude sensationalist creations from Pernilius Pennybuckle, Esquire. I don't even know what to say to any of that. Bless you. Ian, enjoy your tea. Thank you for being here. I should have checked what key that was for. And Danger, also enjoy your food. There we go, we've got the office key. Note from the Free Traders. Mr. Limes, we are pleased to hear you received the Yawara Dragon. Though we're sure you understand the Broken Head was beyond our control, I believe the piece will make a nice addition to your collection. Also like to thank you for your prompt payment. I'm a direct man, Mr. Limes, so I have a blunt proposition for you. We know that your usual supplier has been a reliable source for goods that tickle your fancy, excepting, of course, his rough handling of the Yawara statue, which was damaged in his care. It is our belief that we can do better than he, and provide you with the same items at a fraction of the cost. Your supplier has refused to join our organisation, and I must say we do not appreciate rogue elements operating under our noses. Therefore, this business proposition would benefit us both. Take care of your supplier, and you gain our services and goods, as well as his, at much less cost to you. Though you may have found our means of obtaining the Yawara Dragon distasteful, as you so put it, I trust you will not find further business dealings anyway. Right, so the people who killed our cousin Kedara, something like that, Kada, I think they're the ones who wrote this note, the Free Traders, and they've done him in because he's competition. I'm sure it'll be explained at some point. Why hasn't Martus burnt this garbage yet? I told him to do it so last week. Maybe it's time to find a new janitor if he can't keep up with my yearly office cleaning. Oh, there's a little switch down there as well. Some healing oil. Ah. Such incompetence. Our hiring practices must be unbelievably wretched to allow such commoners to work here. I watch them day after day from my secret window as they gossip and gallivant around. Such unprofessionalism. At the very least, we have the best exhibits. Even the Wildstrom doesn't boast the finest artifacts from Sunnyport. My little business arrangement is paying off well. Such a good thing I'm able to see everything that's going on. That is at least some measure of comfort. And oh, how coming here relaxes me, where I might gaze upon my love, so perfect, so frail. The women today are but shadows of what they were in your time, Lady Isabella. The softest caress of your flesh is enough to make me forget this harsh business altogether. Some right weirdos. Oh, jeez. Oh. What Minga? Get grip. Got some gold. So can I actually open this secret window, or just stare out from... I'm at it. Oh! Look at that! Cloth physics. Nice. Very nice. I don't think we've been... Ooh! Just pinched it right from between the bars. A skull. Whose skull is this? The skull of Saint Iola. Donated by the Dayport Hammer Division. Miscellaneous Hammerite machinery. Eat that. Sadly, I had to steal the hammer. Very unfortunate. Get a bit of that. Get some more bits and bobs. So I think we're... right, so we just need this old quarter term now. Oh, we've been in here, haven't we? Yeah, because there's a person who has been bonked. Alright, bit of a waste of time then. Coming down here. Let's reload. Anything up there? Not really. Might be worth going back to that other bit now that we've got the museum key. The bit that was out here. And seeing if we can, seeing if we can go through that door now. Between the Bars is a song from the 1997 Elliott Smith album, Either Or. Very good. Down.
Oh.
Well, I made great use of the rope arrow there. Well. Oh, the key don't even work. Oh, so I still can't bloody use it. So that was pointless. It was all for nothing. Right, let's check around here. Because we haven't even been in that side of the museum yet. Oh, there's a smashed up window here. Do you think Ian and Danger are eating together? Very possibly. I could see it.
Hey, there's a thief here.
Excuse me?
Ah, she's behind me.
He just clipped through the bush. That's cheating. Oh. Wandering about with me hammer. Oh, bloody hell. Right, that tome's got to be in there then, surely. I think it did mention that it might have been in the library. It's a burrick! It's a burrick made of bush.
Hey, thought I saw something. Could have swore I saw something. Let's go.
Oh god, that sound is horrible. It does sound like you're just murdering people.
Hell was that racket?
Fortunately, I'm getting a lot of these healing oils. Whoa. So you can just neck those. Oh right, I see we're over on this end now. It's all coming together in my head, you know.
Is anyone there? Hello?
I actually am starting to like the hammer.
I don't know. I think he looks old. That makes it a bad painting.
What do you mean he? Who? Lots of mummies in here. What's that about? Is that a thing? Let's have a look in here then. Oh. What have I done there? I don't know. Have I just locked down the place, or have I triggered an alarm or something there, or have I disabled security systems? You'd assume I've disabled them. Seems like I have. Launch the nukes, maybe. The blackjack nukes. Oh, we got some books here. These are nice. There's just like a gold nugget in that display case. Probably pop him in the shadows. There's a little map there. Oh. Nice. Little secret there. Got a water arrow. Oh, quite loud. Sort of jeweled scepter there. He's not funny. Where's me moss arrows? Uruk should be allowed to run around freely, in my opinion. Lovely creatures. Oh.
Made that noise.
It just didn't quite work out. I missed my jump. I missed my hammer. Sorted, all sorted. Was that not the library we were just in? I know there was another library further back. But if we're looking for a book, it'd probably do well to have a good look around here. Make sure we're not missing anything. But it doesn't look like we are. here. Maybe this is the room. Have we been up here? We've been up here. I thought I was being really clever and tricksy there, but no, I wasn't. I was wasting my time. But we got a candle, so you know, you take what you can get. Some little daggers. There's the tombs. I'm trying to think that if I saw another room full of bookcases, or if I'm just imagining it and it was actually that first room, or that room that we were just in. Must have been this room, surely. Are we lost? Not lost, but not particularly found, I would say. Hello, Arby. Welcome in. There's another big burrock, but it's like a vampire burrock. Even more burrocks. They're everywhere. Everywhere. This is a Mammothean burrock. Wonderful. How's your Friday going, Sir Arby? Been through there? I don't think we've been through it. Oh, it's this room. It's the library, so we have. Steal the Sacred Old Quarter Tome. You would just assume it's here. Hearing different noises to our usual thief is really jarring, yes. Yeah, I know what you mean, like just different footstep sounds. Different bonk sounds. It's all very strange because it's similar to what you know. But it's not quite the same. It's going, how are we? It's going in here as well. That's the best way. That is the best way to put it. I am enjoying this mod, to be fair. It looks very nice. Maybe it's in here, you know, maybe it's one of these. I don't think it is, though. Ooh. Oh, I've been at this end, but... Oh, these are... this was the security system. There we go. Got it. Right, we can leave now. Get back out onto the streets. Well, let's just take the front door. Some FMs have a great step on wood sound. This is a nice one, to be fair. Do I still have my key? Right. Off with jolly well. I'll just walk out front door. Not a problem for me. Nice. Do you know what? We were like less than 100 off the max loot in the game, so that's pretty good. Still the plaques, they look goldenish. That's a good point. They could be melted down and you know, turned into molten gold. Keeper of Infinity has the sound. I mean, by far the best looking FM, but the gameplay is beyond bad, right? I see. I might look into that though. I might write that down as one of my FMs to look into. If you're saying it's the best looking one, I'm interested. You know. Where's my little? I've got a little document where I save them all. But I might just play it off stream or something. If it's terrible. Oops, what have I done? Right. Keep a walkthrough handy, right, okay. I love these like 3D cutscenes they've done for it. That's incredible. An eternal cycle, falling and rising, rebirth and death. The hopeful and the greedy give rise to the city we observe, I think. We share its misfortune, we balance when the scales tip, but we do not grieve for the fallen. I see.
I never thought I'd be piecing together a puzzle like this. At least Lime's office provided me with some more information. This is opening up old wounds. But I knew this day would come.
Are they old wounds?
Malak was training me to avenge Kedar.
Kedar only died like not long ago.
They have to be the ones that killed him. But why? What did he have that they didn't? I don't even know where they are. There's only one way to find out. I have to search the city market area and find Kedar's
That's a good
shop.
face.
Hopefully
It is Limmy Teeth.
clue or some kind of information I can use to find out who these smugglers are and where they're hiding from me. There's a dusk to dawn curfew, so I'll need to avoid the city watch. Nevertheless, it's better if I go at night. Fewer stragglers around to notice my illegal entrance into Kedar's shop.
A dusk to dawn curfew, just like the film From Dusk Till Dawn.
They would appreciate someone.
Yes, Teat.
Even if there's a valid reason. There is a main gate to the district, but there's probably another way in. Not to mention the sewers. The stench isn't something I look forward to. At any rate, I have no idea where Kedar's shop is, but I seem to recall him mentioning that it was in a building with some other shops. If what I've been able to gather is true,
A shopping mall.
it'll be somewhere on the east side of the district. Before he scurried away for the day, Malak gave me something he called an elemental catalyst. I'm not quite sure what it does, but he said it worked with the crystals on my arrows. I guess I'll figure it out as I go along.
Just figure it out.
It's been a year.
A mysterious building with other mysterious
When I
shops.
think of Kedar's death. It's going to be difficult to enter his shop, but I must. I've been avoiding thinking about where he would have taken me on that fateful day, but no more. It's time to begin.
Although most of the city is open to the public, there is a curfew from dusk until dawn throughout the market district proper. First task will be to find a way beyond the market wall and get inside the district. The notes you got from Limes at the museum indicate that the Kedar was targeted by some kind of smuggler ring. Break into his shop, see if you can find some information. Class system in this city is sickening. The rich merchants get richer while the poor are left to starve. Help give the merchants a taste of their own medicine. Yes. Deprive them of 1,100 in loot. That character looks hilarious. Which one? The person just then? They looked very happy. Get some moss arrows. Get another vine arrow. One healing oil, and then just the rest water arrows. And I think that'll do. Ooh. Very bassy music. The child with the beard. Yeah, I wasn't sure what the beard was about there. There's a gas arrow over there. I don't think I'll be able to reach it, however. Why can't I reach that? It's just there, taunting me. It's a puzzle, read your notes. Giving you a small pit. Oh, the crystal harvested directly from the maw. The birthplace of our magic. Within its small shard and others like it lies the power to distort the primordial essence of each element found in nature. You harvest these natural elements for use as weapons. as I have taught you, and now it is time to begin using them as they were intended. Each element is balanced. For each passive manifestation, there is an aggressive manifestation. Each aggressive manifestation, there is a passive one. First piece of crystal will mold your water arrows into the hardest, sharpest pieces of ice. Right. Use it to drive icy fear and pain into the hearts of your enemies, to halt them cold in their tracks. Use it to escape or move freely if there is a body of water nearby. In water, these arrows will create small islands for you to cross. Use the crystal again to change your ice-hardened arrows back to the ordinary water if you so desire. Okay. Look at that! And there we go. That's very neat. Yaha! Not expecting that when you woke up this morning. Damn. Hello, Tomahawk. I've just realised it was you sending that. I just saw Tafra and I looked away. Welcome in, Tomahawk. How's it going? Can't lockpick that, sadly. Maybe that'll be an escape route later or something. I like the design of this area, it's cool. Hightown Mechanist Cathedral. Oh, well, mechanists have already got a cathedral, have they? Going swell. Got about a week off work. Nice. Good stuff. I have a week off coming up. And I am hoping to do a bit of streaming during it. So there'll be some daytime streams in a couple of weeks, probably. Bell sound is so iconic for me. It's the first thing I heard in Thief. Nice. Takes you back. Curfew for the market district will remain in effect until further notice. Smuggler's shop will remain closed during the day, and the gates to the district will remain closed at night until the brigands responsible for looting the store are found. This curfew is for your own safety. Please respect the law and take care of all business you have in the district before nightfall. Sheriff Truitt. Sheriff Truitt is also in Thief 2, I think. Might be Thief 1 though. No, I think it is Sheriff Truitt in Thief 2. Lelamo, you've also got a week off work. That's nice. It's good stuff. Oh. I reckon we can get a triple bonk going. Oh.
Watch Patrol Guard Hawkins reporting for duty, sir.
You're late, Hawkins.
Sorry, sir. It's the missus. She's keeping me up late and I'm not sleeping enough.
The missus.
Up, little soldier. That new sheriff is making a lot of headway cleaning out the bad element in this city. Not only with the known criminals, but he's trying to weed out corruption within the city watch as well. He's just itching for an excuse to come down here and make an example out of one of us.
Yes, sir.
Hawkins, you either...
Why is everyone so sassy? I tried the 2016 Thief as DVD shite. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just play this one. Oh. I'd quite like to see what he's putting in there. $4177, eh? It's good to know. It's good to know. Don't have PC, so I can't earn the... Oh, you can only get the 2016 one. That's fair enough.
That's odd.
Oh, shit. Oh. I didn't anticipate this. Well, that complicates matters, but I can get up there, maybe. I can get up on that. Yep. There we go. What else is through here? I see. And we don't even need the gate.
Careful. The guards will probably attack me on sight if they find out I made it into the district.
I saw that.
No, you didn't.
Was that a movement in the darkness? Sooner or later, it doesn't make any difference to me. I just wonder if they promote... Ha! Burglar!
Those sounds are very creepy. Very creepy sounds.
Okay.
Oh.
I saw something over there. I guess it's peaceful out.
So I'm in the dark, but sometimes it gets brighter there. Strange. That looks like a chest over there. Right, I need one of me water arrows, or my ice arrows, I should say. Oh. I can't move forwards. Right, that's bugged. For some reason, it's only letting me jump like I don't know if I'm doing it too far away. Maybe. Do there. There we go. Something like that. There we go. Lovely. But all that for 50 gold. But it all adds up. Landing directly on the edge. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So the issue was sort of trying... It's just eating my arrow. Bloody hell. There's nothing up there anyway by the looks of it. Wasted a water arrow worth 50 gold to get 50 gold, exactly. But it could have been more.
What did I just see? A bunch of plate. I guess it's... Oh.
A lot of blunt force trauma. Affecting the guard staff tonight. Grand Hotel.
I saw that.
Shit. Wrong arrow.
Maybe he's gone.
Taff this, taff that. Where you going, where you at?
drop that. How gentle.
Drop you in a minute. Be lurking as usual while I make my dinner. Monologue, I hope making your dinner goes well. What are you making? If you are still around, to let me know. But don't feel like you have to let me know. But you should. It's your obligation as the viewer. It's a hammer.
Not so smart now. Dost thou expect to beat me with that?
It's a hammerite. There we go. Perfect. Looks like a card singing the match of the day theme. Possibly. So we're in the hammer place. Follow down instructions carefully to make the finest of instruments. Place thy mould onto the rest. Pull the mould lever to seal the lock in place. Pull the cauldron lever. Await the builder's iron to pour. It's similar to Thief 1, where you build stuff. Someone's broken the lever to the service entrance. Right, okay. Can I build anything here? Building a tool. I think I might go for Linda McCartney chorizo sausages. I'm a fan of those. Perhaps in burrito format. That sounds very good. Enter the kitchen and get taken over by the spirit of culinary mastermind. I never know what's coming next. I need to get back into just sort of cooking things and bratting about with food. It's a key. I'm a fan of Linda McCartney chorizo sausages. Just mess about and see what happens. That's the spirit. I get too sort of stuck in my ways with food. And I would like to start cooking a bit more creatively again. So yeah, maybe you've inspired me there, Monologue. You've inspired me to better myself in a culinary sense. I'd quite like to take the other exit as opposed. Oh, there's a little garden over there though. Oh! There you go. I love rooftop stuff. It's so cool. It just feels like that's one of my favourite things in Thief, is just like running along rooftops, jumping in people's windows, nicking stuff, jumping out the other way. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Do you know Jelith has started reviewing movies she hasn't seen on Letterboxd? That's the kind of chaotic behaviour I should expect from Jelith. People always joke about British food, but as a non-British person, I have to say that I loved everything I ate when I was in England. Well, because it's basically all stolen from other places. But there's some pretty good British chefs, I guess, and yeah, I think whenever you eat out in England, it's generally pretty alright. Pretty good. I didn't actually listen to what she said just then. She sort of nattered at me. Your food is also stolen. I respect that, SK. look at all this. Bloody hell, this is... You got all the factories over there in the distance. And a castle. This is real neat. It's huge though, it's like intimidatingly large. Did I sort of check this whole area? I realised I started in like the hammer place. I don't even know where that hammer place is anymore. Back along the roofs, innit? Along that little path of pipes that I took. I think I'm done in the hammer. No, I'm not, because I got that key. Let's go back to the hammer place real quick. We'll come back. So that I think the hammer church and the Mechanist church are sort of facing each other, which is neat. Might be making that up though. Oh, there's a roof on here, see, that I can jump to as well. Yeah, there's so much I can do here. Oh! Oh. I don't know if I can make it across to that. Although there is like a... Nah. Maybe I can... No. That's not happening. Let's go back to the hammer place. Don't know if I'll be able to get back into it, you know. Want to become famous? Absolutely. Would someone mind quickly banning the lovely Astaroth, please? Thank you, Tall. Ban them VIP, yes. Only if they get me famous. This is a, you know, this is a you scratch my back, I scratch yours kind of situation. I'm wondering where to use the key that I made. What was it for? Hammerite Crafts Center. Wonder if they've just got like a bunch of like knitting tools and whatnot. Well, it can't be in this room. There's like nothing else to do in here. So I'll probably find it somewhere else in the city. Maybe it's a different building. Oh yeah, that's how Potato got the... you follow that link... I shouldn't say that, actually. Someone might. But if you follow that link... you can get your own command. I'm back up here. Oh, this is a good thing, though. I think. Maybe. I don't know what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. There we go. Mattress, you've got a command. I don't know if it's ever been used. There's another. Look at them. Look at them all coming in. That's how I know I've made it. I've become the biggest thief streamer on Twitch. And the proof is in the pudding. I'm not sure what... Oh, yeah, there it is. Thank you very much, Tall. But thank you, Potato, as well, for being here and offering some level of security, too. Has to be one of the biggest on stream. Well, I mean, not a lot of people stream it. That's the issue. I think Rex must be... I know it's probably quite uncouth, as we like to say. But Rex... Not Rex, sorry. Although Rex, I know you do stream. I'm not sure how many you stream to. Rick must be one of the biggest Thief streamers, surely. If not the biggest. But again, it's probably kind of rude to talk about that stuff. I was only kidding around. I was only kidding around. Ugh. I don't know what I'm doing up here. Lalama, no, don't block that term. What if I do genuinely want to become famous? Right, let's come down from these rooftops. Too bad. I can't believe this. When I don't become famous, I'll hold you responsible. You're dead. That's a neat painting. That was my last chance. Exactly. What is going on here? What's happening? Who are you? Why are you dead?
Damn. Locked. I'll have to find a key somehow.
Well, sadly my key that I made doesn't work. I think this is the shop. Finally figured out how to ban the bots, and Lalama has banned them all. That's alright. I feel very reassured knowing I've got so many mods who know what they're doing now. That sounded passive-aggressive, but I didn't mean for it to be. Are you from the island? Lalama, no. Don't do this. Or as Danger would say, Lalama, no! Hello, Potato. Welcome in. Great to have you. Just kicking about with my hammer. How come you've been trained by this lad to be a master thief? And he's gone, right, is going to be one of your most important tools. It's a hammer. Can confirm out of the Thief series on Twitch, you are #1, so you're Thief famous. I'm the only one. I'm only kidding. Hello, Zatopus, welcome in. Welcome in. Should probably stop saying I'm the only person streaming Thief, because there might actually be... There probably is at least someone else streaming him. And it probably is very rude of me to sit there going, well, nobody streams this game. How's it going, Zach? Why are you here? Stop that. You played Lawnmower Games 61 days in a row. Don't think I've done anything that long. That's some dedication to cutting the grass. Break the lock with the hammer. I should try that. I know you've been so kind to us recently, but I'm afraid I have to ask your services once again. Once more, our portcullis lever has broken off. Would you mind fashioning us a new one? Since we provided you with a general access key as per your request, it would be most helpful if you could enter the square after business hours to fix it up. I do believe the City Watch would grant permission to you to run an errand at night, wouldn't they? You may not even need to come inside, as the lever device is actually outside, as you remember. I have the sneaking suspicion that it is that delinquent up on the top floor causing the problems. I haven't seen him in months, and now that his advance rent payments are all used up, I bet he's trying to sabotage us. In any case, I'm evicting him, so hopefully these problems will cease. Would you care to relocate? The spot on the top floor is a little isolated, but I'm sure it would suit a man of your talents. We certainly require them often enough in the square with all our shops nearby. The only one playing Thief 2, okay. Been in a depressive mood all week, feeling okay today though. Well, I'm glad it's picking up, and I hope it continues to rise. But yeah, it's a truthful title at least. Whose title? Market Square Key. Oh, being the Thief streamer currently, the Thief 2 streamer. We've got the Market Square Key at least. Can I lockpick this? It's literally just called Just Mowing. So it's not even Lawn Mower Simulator. It's Just Mowing. Not that that's any reason for it to be, you know, bad. Might be very good. Just Mowing might be excellent. You never know. Can't judge these things simply by the fact that it's a mobile game. I've played lots of nice mobile games. There's a game that I've had on mobile for like the longest time, and it's like the only mobile game that I consistently play. And by consistently, I mean if ever I am sat on a train or something, or a bus, I will play that game, and it's called... What is it called? It's called Reigns, as in R-E-I-G-N-S, and it's like a card game. Well, it's kind of like this sort of Tinder-style card game where you basically swipe left and right. You get cards coming up on screen saying like you play as like a king or queen, because there's a one where you play as a queen now. And you'll get a card coming up on screen, and it will say like, a court jester has come into your court and he wants to sing you this song about this. And you can swipe left to listen to him sing, or you can swipe right for him to tell him to go away. And your answers to each thing will basically affect different levels, different stats. And the idea is to sort of balance all the stats out so that you don't die. But when you do die, you essentially take the place of the next person along, the next person in line, and you keep going until you complete certain objectives. And it's really fun, and it's just real simple to play because you're literally just swiping left and right. So yeah, I would recommend that. It's not stressful at all. You'd think it would be, but because you basically just start again instantly every time someone dies, it's quite funny. It's a very funny game. I would recommend. So we've been through all the... Oh, here we go. I got we got a junk lever. Let's just pop that down a sec, because I know where I can use this, I think. You were joking. Well, you've been told. You've been told regardless. Where's shop? Here it is. Wasn't the bit round here? Am I imagining that? It was in the floor, wasn't it? Oh, there. I guess not. Now I'm informed, but there you go. Now you know. Wrong key. Do I have another key? I thought I picked up another key. There we go. Market square key. In we go. Can I open this little... Ah. We've got a sewer key. Can I open that up? Mort's pre-need store and Kedar's antiques upstairs, so that's where we're going. And we've also got the Blade Master. Let's have a little look around, shall we? If we can, that is. Where's my... Oh, I think I've used up the key for its only use, so maybe we need a lockpick for this. Where is my lockpick? There it is. Check around here, doing a bit of stealing, which I hate doing, of course. Not a fan of that stealing business. But you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Bit of money. How far are we off that objective? So we need 300 in goods, 1,100 in loot. We have 300 in goods, and we're not far off the loot. What's this? Light switch. I have a bunch of games on my phone to do during boring work calls. Yeah, I tend to, I've recently got Wingspan on my phone, because I love playing it on PC, but it requires quite a time commitment, so I'm not actually sure how often I'll sort of sit down to play it, because a game of Wingspan can take quite a while. It usually takes about 20 minutes, so, whereas a good phone game is one you can just sort of pull out and just, you know, play in like 5, 10 or more periods. Kedar, no one's seen or heard from you in months. I don't own the building no more, so it's none of my business, but if you're going to be all secretive, you should be less obvious about it. I know you've always kept odd hours with all sorts of unsavoury folk, but I've never been one to judge or say anything. With all the break-ins around here of late, folks are getting mighty suspicious, and I wouldn't be surprised if the watch decide to drop in. Just be warned, I'd avoid doing business with those free traders for a while if I were you. From Hollenshed. This must be the place. What have we got? We've got a book there. We've got a toy. A candle. Is there a light switch? Yeah. Nothing. Disappointing. Skull. Little box. There's like nothing here. Except a hidden compartment. How many of these we got? Bloody hell, there's a few of these out there. Right, buckle up, buckle in, buckle down, as Danger would say. Found an excellent shipment of spice. This is right up there with that. It's chip spice. With that one from Gadavan. Maybe one of these days I'll be able to move to a larger place. Also, need to pay off debt to Hinder. She's been understanding, but I wouldn't want to cross her. Just got word that Zaya has been waiting. We'll be visiting. I can't read today. What's happened? Gangrene. Thank you very much for the 20 bits. I'm off for supper. Had a swell rest of your stream, Romo. Is that what we're short in Nostromo too now? Well, thank you very much, Danger. Much appreciated. Danger, Gangrene. I'm making fun of you for misspelling the word, and then I can't even. I'm still thinking about Danger saying, "Buckle in, buckle down, buckle up." Thank you very much, Gangrene, and enjoy your dinner. I bet Zaya's grown. I have to admit that I've missed a dealie. Finally sold off those two Rankin Centaurus paintings to Limes. Had to make it sound like the best buy he's had. Maybe I need to lower my prices. He seems edgy lately. Also, sold him 2 jade pottery pieces he'd asked for. Adrian was in today and bought 14 golden candlesticks among other things. Sold the Madame in Aura painting to Limes and threw in the silver frame. He seemed to really like it. I think it's because she's partially nude. I swear, Limes has no taste for art. Also, got him a precursor mask. That was difficult to procure. I'll be delivering the singing song sculpture next week. This is all just boring, you know, what he's been up to. Ah, got another visit from my friends over in Sunnyport. Refused to give in to scare tactics by cretins. Hopefully they'll go away, but my instinct says they'll be back, more angry than ever. It's not like they don't have complete smuggling control over Sunnyport. I guess they're just too cowardly to take over the entire city, and instead want to take over my small but lucrative business. Bastards. Got word that Zaya will be bringing the Yawara dragon. Limes will flip when he hears that. He's been searching for the bugger for ages to add to his collection. Tonight I'll deliver a nice bracelet and a hand-painted gold mule to him. He really liked that nude-painted lady sculpture, not surprisingly. Another letter from those smugglers, this time with a knife stuck to it. Nice, very classy. I'd ask the local authorities for help, but I don't really want the attention. I'll just be careful to watch my back. I refuse to join the little club. Still, I've been tempted to take the steam carriage over to Sunnyport and poke around, but they might see me. No roof walker am I. Zaya arrives in 4 days. I've cleaned the place up as best I could. I'll try and find a nice present to give her as a welcoming gift. Hopefully those smugglers won't drop in while she's here. Stopped by Limes last night. Gave him the beach painting. He seemed a little funny, but I think it's just leftover stress from that tax collection problem a couple months back. He's paid up as far as I know. Okay. Don't look that tidy, to be honest. There's a medallion there. Right, so we've got the information. Now we just need to get a bit of money.
Battery 30%.
30%. We're all right. We're all right. Why is Billie Eilish bad guy in the middle of my Richard Dawson mix on YouTube? And is the only non-Richard Dawson song on there? I'm not sure. You can finally see the battery. There you go. So yeah, we just need a little bit more loot now. I think in terms of today's stream, I think I'll play one more level of this before calling it. However long that lasts. But I am enjoying this this fan mission so far. Very good. As one would expect from one with this much sort of fame and yeah, recognition. Why are they just eating my arrows? I'm not happy about that. Why do you have a Richard Dawson mix? Leave him alone. Let Lelamo listen to his Richard Dawson in peace. Question is, why are you? Don't rise to it, Lelamo. I want follower emotes. It's annoying me that because the guard emote was gonna be a follower emote, but now I'm worried that as I've made it temporarily a sub emote, people will be sad when it changes over to a follower emote. Nobody really cares though, do they? I'm being ridiculous. But yeah, I basically added a bunch of emotes today. Still get to use it? Yeah, of course. Just overthinking things. I was thinking today though, like, I uploaded a bunch of emotes to my library on Twitch. Under the sort of possibility that maybe if I have lots of emotes in my emote library, it'll encourage Twitch to give me animated emotes and follower emotes a lot faster. It's the exasperated emote. Do you know what? I can tell that it's Kermit the Frog. I don't think it looks like a Pepe. I mean, it does a bit, but I know it's... you can tell it's Kermit. And it's good. I'm just conscious of the fact that how much loot are we shy now? About 150. I don't want to sort of bugger off to the middle of nowhere without getting all the loot. A map of the sewer system. Well, if we need a map of the sewer system, well, that's not necessary. But maybe we'll find something down here. 150 wheat taffers left, exactly. Yeah. Why can't I climb that? You've made it to 7 PM. Congratulations, Elima. Have you done like an all-nighter or something then? What's all this taffing about you doing? About your sleep and your tiredness? Is that from 2 AM to 6 AM? Right, okay. Yeah, that is quite a vile sleep schedule. Where are we now? Hello. Oh, we're back at the front. I'm just gonna check a few other places just to try and get some more loot before we leave the market. You know, like, will I see about some din-dins? If I don't make it back, enjoy the rest of your night, everyone. That sounds very ominous. SK, I hope for your sake that you do make it back. But otherwise, yes, enjoy your dinner. And thanks for hanging out. I don't know if I'm going to find much more loot around here, to be honest. I would have thought I'd check most places, but at the same time, maybe I haven't, because this place is quite massive. Right, so we're back at the hammer place. I'm going to go back up there, hop back onto the rooftops, and just have another look to make sure I haven't missed anything. How did I get in? Oh, this is the mechanist one, not the... I'm thinking it's the hammer place. Have I been down here? I never found the place to use this craft center key. Weird. Might be worth having a quick look for that. I think I might also be on the wrong side of the gate as well. Oops. Yeah, right, okay. We're back up here. Back across here. I don't know if you're supposed to be able to do that. But we did it. Right, where else could we check? So we've got to figure out where this Hammerite craft center is. We can check there, obviously. What's this? Grand Hotel delivery entrance. I think the hotel is actually a full mission. So we'll probably go back there later. Oh, hello. Didn't even see this. Hopefully whatever's in this safe will push us over to whatever we need. think it will. It did. Very good. We've been in there as well. So, exit the market district. I'll just have a quick scan for this mechanist building. Weapons of and implements of destruction. I'm guessing that isn't what the key is for, but I'll try it anyway. Sewer key. Nah. Let's have a look in here anyway. Can't get in? Can't get in. So this is the mechanist building. We've made the key. For the craft centre. No, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go. We've fulfilled our objectives. Let's hop along. Let's hop along. The Beefy Fist. That is an interesting name for a coffee house. We did it. Hooray. So how much more loot was there? There was another 500 of loot. Who knows where? We didn't pick a single pocket apparently. Interesting. Suffer not a tree in thy way, when a path is to be made. Suffer not a thief in thy house, where the builder's work was done. Build it, forge it, fire it, smite it, that all shall know the greatness of the builder, and hearken to the words of Caddis's children. Glad I raided you when I did. I'm very ill now. Oh, bloody hell.
Sounded like
Are you okay, Kikats? Well, I assume not if you're very ill, but
it's a town overlooking the coast.
I'm sorry to hear that.
To get away from the foul city air. Sounds a little odd calling them nobility.
I've had that happen before though, where I've finished a stream and then afterwards I've suddenly been hit with like a wave of just like.
He says there's something called
I think your dinner was shy. Oh no.
Which goes from the city to Sunnyport every day. He says it can pull 10 carriages as fast as a whole train of horses can pull one.
Tell you what, I'm starving. So as soon as this stream ends, I'm getting takeaway down me.
But there are
either sickness or headache just suddenly hit. Yeah.
You can't get near the carriage without a ticket. Tickets cost far more than I can afford right now.
I do feel quite hungry.
Today I'm going to find a way on board the train and follow the smugglers to their stop. Sounds easy, but by the looks of the decorations,
we're gonna be on a train.
So I can expect it to be heavily guarded. I somehow doubt the smugglers will just invite me in, so I'll need a bit of money for equipment once I'm there. I suppose this is as good a place as any to get that.
Go back into lurking. Enjoy your lurk, Kikats.
But Malak says this is the only way, and I can't think of anything better. So
I do like the Ots lurk emote. Is it an Ots emote? The ghost face? Yeah, it's a good one, man. So they're on a train. Head to the sitting room in the end car, close the door behind you, and wait for the steam carriage to start. Lift a ticket from one of the nobles, or sneak by the guards and get on the train, okay. In order for your plan to work, the smugglers can't find out you're still alive. Don't alert any of them, and don't attack them with any of your weapons or tools. No. It's a bonkless mission. EMP grenades. Just ordering some big old vegan burgies. Good stuff. Don't know what we'll be ordering. Probably just our Donna Summer, which we always get. I say just, but we get it almost every time for a reason. It is delicious every time. I keep getting all these water arrows. I barely even use them on these missions. But here we go.
I found a pretty bauble to give to my dearest.
Look what I found.
Right, they're not allowed to see me then.
I found a pretty bauble to give to my dearest. Aw, isn't that cute?
That over there, that's toxic masculinity in a conversation.
She's at your beck and call, is she? Then why did I see her walking around with old man Hagerslide? Nah, just tapping with you.
Just tapping with him. So apparently I've alerted this guy.
You gone too far this time, you camel man!
He did go too far this time. Can you fuck off? He's got a very happy face.
Just stay put.
Bye-bye.
I'm too jumpy. This job is getting on my last nerve.
This bit looks cool. I like that door handle.
But 'tis not right for thee.
That's very neat.
Who has not the training of the builder to speak his name.
Thy words are untrue, heathen. I have within me the great teachings of the builder, though I sorely wish I couldst have learned them in this manner much sooner.
Oh! That is very loud. You can see underneath. Swim inside the waterfall.
Seek thee out the Mechanist order, and thou shalt find thine heart.
I have my heart, woman. Speak not to me of the Mechanist order. It is unholy and shall be thy downfall.
Thou shalt not listen to me. Only when the builder has dropped a mighty hammer on thy head shall thee understand. Even then, I think it most unlikely.
Nope.
Wait!
Oh dear, I've been spotted.
But 'tis not right for thee, who has not the training of the builder, to speak his name.
Thy words are untrue, heathen.
I'm just gonna have to wait for him to pass, I guess. So it says don't alert the smugglers and don't attack them with any weapons or tools. That does not mean the Hammerites. So we can, you know, we're good with them.
I still can't believe they were able to construct something like this. Carriage. Amazing. Yes, but I heard it.
Nope.
Prepare thyself.
We got a little bit lucky there. Well, there's a model train. Not quite the one we're after, but we're getting closer. We're getting closer now. Did it say we also needed to get some loot?
What's that I saw?
Hi.
Thief. Is this a thief before me?
Oof. Oh, Lord. Very violent. Is that Richard Dawson I can hear? Right, so we've got security cameras. It sounds like we've got one of them RoboCop things. Oh no. Fucking hell. This is very unfortunate. Oh dear. Can I hide behind this? No. No, I can't. Oh. Is there a way I can sneak past that? Let's try this EMP grenade. It didn't work. Maybe I didn't throw it high enough. It worked! Very good. We got a tiny bit of loot out of that. Which isn't great. Surely you can't see me. Oh. I guess he did see me, sadly. There doesn't actually seem to be much in here, to be honest. Like, there's that tiny bit of loot. Other than that, there's not really anything, so I don't think it's even really worth it. Did not realise the robots. Right, bye-bye. Oh, fucking hell. Right. Dear me. You can't see me. It actually can't see me, okay. What if I do a bit of that? I'm a big fan of the EMP grenades. I do feel quite hungry. I'm starving. I hope the food is going well, SK. Fried chicken in 1 hour, that's too long. I would feel quite hungry too. Oh, we're just down here now. What a bloody waste of time that was. We gained like very little from that. You got a ticket on you. You do have a ticket on you. Give me that. I want your ticket. Thank you. Where's the actual ticket office then? Was it back over here? Sorry, I'm eating your friend's Big Nostril. You are! Devouring them. Can't believe it. Right, so this looks like a ticket office. Hello. Oh god.
It's not really speaking of the divine order of the mechanists.
Do you work here, sir?
Hello.
Oh no, I'm just passing through.
Hi.
Perhaps you'd like a little company.
Oh,
I could
this.
use a big, strong mechanist to walk me to the arrival area. You never know what kind of scour.
I would like to go to the arrival area. I don't. This is all a bit much for me. It's all a little bit much.
An arrow in the back.
Why? I've got a ticket. I'm authorised. I'm allowed. I've got ticket. Oh. So where am I taking this ticket? If not here. Have I got a main entrance, ticket counter, south exit. I don't even know where the train is. That's that robot through there, isn't it?
Not like those Meccan
Hello.
that have sprung up.
I've got a key. I've got a ticket. Hello, I've got a ticket. Sir, I have a ticket. I have a ticket. Take me to the train. Just want to get on train. Madam, I have a ticket. Oh. Unfortunate.
Speaking of the Divine Order of the Mechanists,
Oh, not this again.
Here, sir.
I just want to know where the train is. Well, that was this very loud waterfall out there, wasn't it? Confused, folks. You might even go as far as to say I'm lost. One baby burrock with muzzle. Oh. Ah! The fuck? Piece of shit. I'm always lost. It is okay. It's not okay.
here it comes, friend.
It's not going well. Do you know what? Because I don't. I sure don't. Here's what I'm thinking. In fact, how do I get to that bit behind him? That must be it. Hi. Oh, right. I've got a ticket, so it's fine. I got a ticket. I got a ticket. I've got a ticket. I've got a ticket. Please. Please, I've got a ticket. I have a ticket. I have a ticket.
Where are you going?
Prepare thyself for...
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I have a ticket. I have permission. Karis, help me. Ah. Maybe, but I walked down as well at one point, and they still moaned about it. Oh my god. That was a big bonk. I was on the receiving end of the bonk there. Right, we're gonna get real. I've got a ticket. I've got a ticket, man. Oops.
Your skin off one.
That's weird. You're on about peeling my skin off. Oh, you prepare yourself. He just did a jump. Did a jump attack? Right. Come on, me. Go. And hey, friend, I've got a ticket. Look, I've got a ticket. I've got a ticket. It worked. She accepted the ticket. Ooh. Can't go that way.
I do not understand some of these people.
Maybe his kids will be smart when they grow up and follow in.
Right, there's the smugglers. Oh! Fuck off! Fuck off, you didn't see out. We did it. We did it. We did it. We got on board the train. Wait, what? But I failed. I failed apparently, even still. Because I think he saw me.
If they don't start cooking us better food, I'm going to quit.
I had to get rid of Rathrin.
Yeah, I guess I'm very visible. Think about all that celebrating I just did.
Too bad for him. Where'd you do it?
We did it. We actually did it this time, I think. Whoa! I shouldn't do this, but I'm just gonna see what. Oh, you just die. I did have a ticket, Mara. Oh, I can see why they're doing it now. That was good. That was good fun, that. This new order, absolutely. Oh, it's the piano from Haosu. Music immediately stops. That was fun. What to eat my deers? What deers? Catch you on the flip side. Catch you on the flip side soon. To enjoy your deers. That's it. Hi.
I'm so hungry. I wish they would bring my
Trains and video games are very neat. Rex, thank you for being here. Take care. Nice plate, loser. Nice carrot and knife. Hi. Will he be upset at me if I just go? nick his money? Like right in front.
Someone must have stolen that.
Want me? Hey there, Mr. Guard. Do you mind if I just take that cup? I'm just gonna grab that. I'm not allowed. Not allowed. Not permitted. Steal that goblet. Any passenger who has not made prior arrangements for a private sleeping car must remain in the main halls whilst passing through. Anyone caught entering or attempting to enter a private car will be dealt with most harshly. Please do not disturb our noble guest. Oh, there's nothing noble about them. Ah. Yes, yeah, that's a good shout actually. Might go back and have a look. Ugh. Nice, Lelima, nice. Lobbing all these goods off. Look at that. Baggage. Get ready for some loot down here. That is a hefty sounding lock on this briefcase. Lelimo is a legend. Just showing us all why right there. It was under the carpet. That can't be very secure. A key. Which is Welsh, I believe. Someone just disappearing down a hole. It's in a tiny room, just steps like some sort of Charlie Chaplin-esque fall down into the into the baggage. These are tall. Do you know what this is? This looks nicer than that train that Limmy was looking at.
I thought I heard something. If they don't start cooking us better food.
What are you gonna do, eh? The Orient Express, exactly. Was that what it was? The Orient Express. Hello. You get to Sunnyport. You can follow the main street over towards the shop to the apartments. I wish you could have come during the tourist season when the smugglers' caves are open. There are no tours right now, but at least we'll be able to shop at some of the stores that are open year-round. I'll try to leave work early so we can start celebrating. Love you, sis, Dora. That's how I sleep.
I do.
Should we have a look on top of the train? Can we get on top of the train? We can. This is great, isn't it? This is very... The tragedy struck. It was sort of pointless me going up here, because I've... I think I can actually bonk this lad. I don't think it matters. I think it's just the smugglers that I'm not allowed to bonk. Yeah, so we're fine to bonk. Bonking is permitted. The modern version of the Orient Express. See, I do see the appeal of going on like a nice train journey though. Like, I know a lot of people say like, no, I'd hate that, but I think I'd quite enjoy it. Like, just looking at the countryside passing by. I find being on trains really nice. Seeing the countryside go past. So I think taking a train through a nice bit of country would probably be lovely. But yeah, definitely not that one. Way too expensive. Way too fussy. I don't think you'd be able to relax, would you? I think that was one of Limmy's main points, is that you couldn't relax, especially knowing that somebody can just come into your bedroom at any point. What about the Russian one? What, the Trans-Siberian? Maybe. I'd have to look into it a bit. I've never really sort of done any research into those kind of things. But it is something I'd probably consider. I remember one of the main highlights from Uncharted, the Uncharted series, I remember is a level on a train. And say what you will about Uncharted, but that was a cool level. It must be freezing on the train, yeah. It looks horrible outside. And everything's just metal. Hello. Oh, there's the smugglers.
I found you now.
Fucked it. What's my new objective? Don't alert the smugglers. Make your way back to the sitting room in the rear car again. Close the door behind you and wait for the steam carriage to stop. I'm not done yet. I guess I'm done. How come my objective was literally just to go to the front of the train and then go all the way to the back of the train again? It's quite that. Maybe the reason it's so misty though is because it's actually just very hot and humid. Like a tropical climate. Probably shouldn't be just like legging it through it. I think this is a forbidden area. Why have you stopped dancing? So now we're getting off the train. We are now off the train. We're done with it. We don't want to be on the train anymore. Follow the smugglers through Sunnyport to their final destination. It's very cold. This is definitely not hot and arid. Yes, I do. Do you know what? I love snow in a Thief FM. I think Death's Cold Embrace, setting it in like a snowy environment, was such a good choice.
Got it.
Hi. Oh, don't mind me. I'll toss her. Kingsbridge. Look at that. Look at that. Get that written down. Because I was looking at a list of Thief fan missions earlier, trying to pick one out before I pick this one. Kingsbridge. Let's get that written down. Get it in there. Get it on the list. Ye Old Smuggler's Cave. I wonder if they're heading to that. Doesn't look like it actually. It's that way, and they've gone the wrong way.
See that? Right there. Yeah, just the wind, I guess.
Yeah, just the wind. Quite forgiving this area in terms of the shadows. But I mean, it's a tailing mission, isn't it? You want any recommendations? I think you'll get loads if you just ask one of the typical Thief streamers. Yeah, I went into when I was in Rick's not too long ago. I think while I was playing, trying to finish off Nosferatu. I mentioned that I was enjoying that, and suddenly I just had a wave of recommendations based off that. It was brilliant, like from everyone in chat. It's very nice. What are you doing? What are you investigating? Loser. Rick Bottom. Can't wait to carry on my Condemned 2 playthrough. With Rick Bottom and Preston Hotel. Stop stealing my thing of calling everyone a loser. I'm sorry.
I can't wait. Look over there. I thought I saw something.
You didn't see anything, don't worry about it. I missed. I guess it was just the wind that...
There is no wind. Oh well.
There is definitely wind.
Bunch of tappers.
Bunch of tappers. Do you think tailing missions are just really easy to, like, lay out? That's why they're so common in stealth games, because you essentially just get a character or two to walk slowly through an area, turn around occasionally, while the player character is forced to just use the environment to hide occasionally. Must be very simple to make if everyone does it. In Assassin's Creed has like 20 tailing missions per game. Although I was saying to Lelima the other day, I don't actually think the Thief 2 tailing mission is that awful. I think it's alright. I like the way it ends as well. Great twist would be if a character you follow walks around a corner and suddenly disappears. That would be neat. Like the Keeper in Thief 2. It's shite. Well, it's not shite. Especially as far as tailing missions go. It could be worse. And I think it has... It ends up leading to the bit where you go into the, you know, the woodsy realm, which is cool. We did it. We finished it. If I save this here, and I reload it, will it basically load straight into the cutscene, do you reckon? If I load that. Yeah, it will. Right, well, in that case, I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, that'll do us for today. That was nice. I'm enjoying that. And I am looking forward to playing some more of that. So, I don't know when I will next stream. I might do a daytime stream tomorrow, but I don't think I will. Probably not Sunday either. So it will probably go back to sort of weeknight streams, maybe. See how I'm feeling, but I'll let you all know. Thank you for everyone hanging out today. Big thank you to Jivers and of course Kickass for the raids. Super generous. Lalama, enjoy your sleep. But yeah, thanks everyone. That was a nice fun little stream there. And that is a great fan mission. So make sure to hang out if you'd like to see more of that. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Thank you to all. Should we go find someone to raid? Who should we raid? Tell you what, it looks like they might have already had one, but let's send y'all over to Stein, who was recently hit partner. No, not partner, affiliate. I can't even speak anymore. I'm so tired. Stein, who was recently hit partner, go over and show some appreciation. Give him a follow if you haven't. Stein's lovely. Hangs out in here a lot, so you'll definitely recognise him. But yeah, thanks everyone. and yeah, have a lovely night. Thank you. It was nice to be back for a bit. Enjoy the rest of your night, and catch you all soon. Farewell, Taffers. Take care. Bye-bye.